Hey guys, my name is Simpsy, how you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Rome 2 Emperor Edition here today on the channel. We're going to be starting a brand new series as Macedon. A bunch of pikes as well. Let's go! This is always risky. Let's assault the settlement. Pikes have terrible stats, don't use them in pike phalanx. But surely, if I click pike phalanx... limited speed, it gives us bonus against cavalry and bracing if we do get charged. So we'll see how we go. Alright, let's start the battle and let's advance up into these gaps.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
If we can, that would be ideal. They might even charge out against us. Swing around here and we'll try and get our general into range. Okay, looks like they're going to send out a unit of light horse. So we're going to have to charge that. Looks like they're going to charge against me. I'm going to have to move up here because I don't want these skirmishers to get hit. Which they already seem to be going for. Alright, we're going to continue to advance. We might just make a front line because it seems like Tylus are going to be quite aggressive here and come out against us. Let's drop some formations. We've got our peltasts trying to hit them. But try and brace yourselves and form up. Let's get my cavalry around here as well. Yeah, they're just going for my skirmishers, so we'll try and cluster everyone up just a little bit tighter here. Alright, let's try and form a line. Interesting how aggressive they're being. Okay, try and skirmisher this, get the cavalry back around. But we might be able to get rid of this light horse unit. So fighting is already breaking out. The pikes are getting stuck into them. We've managed to defeat the cavalry on this left-hand side. We've got our own cavalry here now as well. Let's move you here. Let's get into pike. You're already in your formation. Same with you. You need to be really turned quite significantly. Form that a bit better. Okay, we want to try and hit their cavalry if we can. So I'll try and open up some angles here with my skirmishers. Okay, we've got some spearmen here, so I might even move the general here slightly. We might even need to start cycle charging here. Hang on, they're going to commit more. Can we get around? I think we can. So let's get around here with this cavalry unit. Yeah, so why aren't these guys pikes down? They need to be down. Let's drop an Inspire. Probably in the center. Okay, let's get the cavalry to start working their slingers. We want to try and beat this army before the reinforcements get on in. To be fair, if we're quick enough here, we might actually be able to just fully wrap our slingers around here. Alright, you charge into this, maybe even that. So they're engaging fine. I think we move out of this position already and start flanking, because we've got some units just sitting idly by here. We'll move the general in a bit better as well. The cavalry's wrapping perfectly, but the brave men of Tylus, the barbarians, are clashing upon Macedonian pikes. They're doing better against the hoplites, as a matter of fact. Alright, you need to move the cavalry back over here. But against everyone else, they're not doing too flash. Okay, we'll try and continue to skirmish into this. Continue to try and flank. Cavalry needs to be working back here. Swing around here. Yeah, it's the hoplites here in the center that are buckling. Alright, continue to get some focusing fire here. Alright, you need to be wrapping around here. If we can go to here, we might be able to start peppering them. Okay, good. Those peltasts are hitting them from the side, which is brilliant. That's capitulated them. We might even need to charge in the general behind here, because we might actually focus their general unit here. Okay, so it looks like the garrison is going to be destroyed if we're quick enough. We've got a lot of units on the ropes here. Okay, continue to start peppering into this. There will be a small amount of friendly fire, but we're just going to have to take that on the chin. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue to skirmish into this. Just going to have to be super careful with my general unit here. Okay, so we're still continuing them, that's fine. Maybe swing around here. They've got their own skirmishers coming in. Continue to pepper into this. Okay, I'm going to move my general unit out, actually. Cavalry will try and... What can you hit? Because they're starting to intertwine spearmen here. Okay, there's a unit coming behind us, so we might just turn slightly. And try and move around a little bit here. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, keep going for that Oathsworn unit. Because that's what's going to cause us issues. My cavalry unit's been caught here big time. Okay, continue to skirmish at this. Target this general unit. Okay, they've been now caught, so these guys need to move. I might chuck these guys on skirmisher mode now because it's becoming a little bit harder to micro. So what even units do we have as a front line unit? So let's try and make a front line here. Because at this point it's going a little bit crazy. It's still a little bit... It's still winnable, this. But we just need to reform slightly. Okay, that Oathsworn is at 50% here now. But our skirmish is getting a little bit exhausted. The Oathsworn's at 40% now. Okay, we're just moving away from them. Okay, we're going to get enveloped here if we're not careful. Gotta watch out for the general getting hit. I'll try and skirmish these guys back. Moving you around here. Try and pin you down. You go here. You skirmish here. Okay, we still seem to be holding. They're being surrounded. Stop that unit here. You try and hit this. Alright, still trying to skirmish into this. This is still way too close for my liking. Okay, that's okay. Now you do the same here. Just try and surround and skirmish them. There we go. If we can make a bit of a kill zone here. Keep moving the general back. You try and form up here so you stop getting hit. I guess we sacrifice you in here. That's fine. You need to move here. Alright. Don't worry about that unit. Hit this one here. Fuck me. This is way too intense for me. Ah! But we're live, baby. Hopefully we can pull this out of the bag. Okay, these guys need to be moving up, actually. The skirmishers are going to win us the day if we can do it. Is that general still alive? 21, so still try and target him. Oh, we're actually out of skirmisher fire here. Keep going for those tribesmen there. I'm actually quite surprised how resilient these guys are, to be fair. I'm quite impressed with the men of Tyrus. Okay, that's now routing. 15 left of that Oathsworn unit. They're now buckling. Okay, that's a bit better. Try and go for that. Okay, they won there. You need to swing this way. Go for that. Try and lock that unit on in. Far out. We're still not out of the woods just yet. But we are slowly but surely. We've got the momentum now. We're itching on forward. Drop a spy here. I might actually try and swing this unit around. It's not about killing these skirmishers, it's to stop them hitting us. Okay, they're still being skirmished. Continue to try and trade some fire here. Okay, try and phase them out. Alright, we've got a good surround here. Sorry about the cinematic shots. I try to get as many of them in this series, but Sometimes you have to micro so goddamn hard you can't a little bit. Okay. There shouldn't be anyone sitting idly by. Okay. We're winning here. Okay, we're going to have to go around there and help, actually, matter of fact. If unit's going to hit them from behind. Oh, but in the same boat, we've got to protect our general. We can't just full send him in. So that unit just was lost. That's fine. We're going to have to take that on the chin. Turn. Shield wall, what does that do? Yeah, armor embracing. Let's just do that. Because you're just getting peppered. Oh, no. No! Like, just send them in to stop them doing this. Ah, fuck. Because if we... Oh, get out of the formation, but run. Because if we lose the general... Oh, which we might have, actually. We lose, I reckon. Okay. It reduces his speed. That's what caught him. Oh, dude, they caught me in a really good triangulation there. To be fair. Maybe capping the town square actually might be the play. Because we will be able to get that additional leadership bonus. Okay, they're routing here. You need to be focusing on this. You're still dealing with that. Are they actually hitting me at all with these skirmishes? They're going to be soon. Dude. I'm still super unsure about this one. Holy fuck. Alright, let's open up some angles here. They're wavering. I guess we swing around. I nearly don't want to charge him in just in case we lose him. We're losing the center here though. What's in there? 41. We might be able to get a clean charge. They buckled. 87 in. I think we're going to have to. And then we've still got one slinger unit left inside. Allow the pikes to do most of the work for it. Alright, you're formed actually back, so we're going to have to keep you. Holy cow. Nothing like a goddamn Pyrrhic victory to wake up first thing in the morning to. Oh, you need to charge then. There's only 12 in here. Well, we might actually just need to give everyone a bit of a breather just to hold it here for a sec. If they start skirmishing, we go on in. Oh, shit. I need to get rid of this, so this is going to complicate things. We're just going to get everyone in. Against this last unit. Holy shit. Oops, didn't mean to hit that. Come on. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. How the hell did we do that? Bro. Let's end the battle there. A costly victory. Yeah, no shit. My new reforged army. The hoplites should be okay. We might have to push them first and then allow the pikemen to flank. But anyway, let's get stuck into Thrace, the Adrusian kingdom, and have our second battle of today's stream. And hopefully another victory. Alright, and we've also got additional reinforcements coming on in as well. With some companion units and militia hoplites. Alright, let's swing you to here. Everyone's advancing as well. Let's move the general unit further up. Let's try and get everyone about here. Skirmishers about here as well. Pikes ready to go in the second wave if need be. And we've also got to move here as well. So we're moving on in. Let's have a look at the Thracians. So they're all ready. These brave men of the bloodline of Spartacus. Already trying to skirmish us quite a bit. Try and move into a hoplite wall. Okay. I might actually chuck skirmisher mode on for these guys. Continue to move around here. You're moving here well. The reinforcements are coming on here. Where are the ships disembarking? Looks like they're going to try and make their way into the settlement. Let's advance with our peltasts slightly. We'll keep the pikes here. We can move them in if need be. So already, the first initial Thracian melee unit that's attacking us is very quite depleted. Now these are like essentially phallac Thracian warriors are quite good. We might even be able to get some of them. Oh, as the Macedonian hoplites are getting stuck into the Thracians here. Oh my god. Carnage. Chaos! Shields getting shattered. And spears getting splintered. Okay, let's advance here. And we might as well move you guys around here as well. Let's just give out some attack orders. Still skirmishing well, fine. Well, we might as well just advance here as well. Continue to push on out. We're flanking them well. Let's move these guys into pike, and we'll move you up here as well. Oh, we've got... Did these go... Oh, we had another lot of guys that didn't go there. Okay. They need to be way further up. Nothing I hate more when we've got units sitting idly by. Now, although they're skirmishers per se, we do have to be a little bit careful. Because they do have some nice melee defense, these Thracians. They're a little bit more sturdier and harder in melee attack, the skirmishers, than what you would normally find in other skirmish units. So this hoplite unit is getting a little bit trashed here, just because there's 4 peltast units going for the cavalry here. So we have to be a little bit careful. Okay, you need to continue to advance here then. The reinforcements are coming on in. This unit will have to be careful here. Yeah. So we all just need to group up together and move as one cohesive unit if we can. Let's try and get this cavalry around and try and help things out. Might try and make this a little bit nicer as well, just so it's easier for me to micro. I still want you moving here, and these guys are coming on in here as well. Okay, I want these skirmishers to move up quite a lot because we want to try and hit these guys that are further back here. We're crushing here as well. We'll continue to advance. We'll give out some attack orders here. They've capitulated. And we'll flank one unit around, but we still want multiple guys to advance. Okay. So, there's a little bit of a gridlock here. But we are still winning. No, I want you guys going here. That's where I want you to be going, ideally. They do have reinforcements trying to come in. Alright, continue to move up. Let's give out a couple attack orders so that they're still pinning them down, but advance up. You need to advance here as well, and these skirmishers can come further up. And as you guys move the general up with them as well. Continue to advance. We've got skirmishers here, so let's send a cavalry unit around. We are slowly but surely chipping away at them. Oh, we're really pushing them away there. We'll try and get a charge on here. We might even... Oh no, I don't want to press insert on you. I want this unit. There we go. To go on in. So here comes the Macedonian companion cavalry. Nice. As they charge on in. Would have liked it to be a little bit more high octane, because it would have crushed more of them. But we'll take that. Okay, we're actually pushing through the Thracians a lot better than what I thought, to be honest. Man, I guess it's tireless. Those barbarians are brutal in battle. Okay, so now that those hoplites are here. Alright, let's move on here. Yeah, it's not quite winter in Australia, but I live in Tasmania, so it might as well fucking be. It was literally like -1 or 1 degree here today, even though we're technically not in winter yet. Okay, let's give out some orders here as well, just to advance. I don't want you to get caught getting skirmished accidentally. Yeah, if they had more of those phalanx swordsmen, it would have complicated things. But we eventually as well want to have a field battle, like an open field Hellenic pike and hoplite army, and then we want to sort of get a thorax swordsman army for sieges as well. But that's the thing is with playing as Macedon, there's a lot of really cool army builds where you can deploy. Yeah, maybe let me know in the comments, in the chat, how should I set up my army builds. I'm thinking like 5 pikes as a minimum for my armies. I don't know what's going on with the Navy here. Thankfully they haven't been able to come on in, which has probably helped us quite a bit more than what I've realised here. We do have skirmishers to try and skirmish them out if they do. So they're getting caught there, you buggers. Alright, so we've basically got the settlement here under our control. Let's move the skirmishers here if we can. Let's get the cavalry to try and run them down. We've just got a lot of infantry. Oh no, now they're starting to deploy. I wonder what caused that. Yeah, I think pikes at a minimum, like 5, and then whatever I sort of feel like with the rest. If we could go with something like this to stop the incursion coming in, that would be good. And we'll try and get the cavalry to run down some of these. Just need to finish off the last of these naval units going on. Oh no, these are Thracian warriors. Okay, so it's a little bit more of a competent unit than what I was sort of saying. But Alexander's empire wasn't forged in a day. Once we secure Greece, we're going to be able to have multiple wars, multiple theatres. Well, once we secure Thrace, we're going to be able to get Greece, let's say. But it's interesting to see that our vassal, Athens, has already started expanding and conquering. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to keep them as my vassalized states. I would imagine potentially that they will rebel. But you never know. We'll see how we go. Only a couple more units here now before Thrace has been subdued, and then we've got to deal with that Tylus army. I'll have a little bit of an analysis on how many units we've lost, but we might be able to attack them quite quickly. And they're actually going to stand and fight. We have 3,000 against 3,000. It is one man each. Let's fight this one upon the field of battle. Let's get stuck into them. Well, another lot of barbarians. The Tribali give us the same. So we are going to be able to get into our position. Oh! Just need a brace. Some of them got their pikes down, but not all of them did. But fierce fighting is now breaking out on the front line. Alright. The cavalry has wrapped around the enemy lines. Perfect. And we want to try and move up our units as well. Oh, that could have been a bit better. Okay, let's give out an attack order here, and we'll try and get these guys to move out of their hoplite wall and actually try and flank. Same with you as well. Break out a hoplite wall and charge, swing, and we'll move here as well. Okay, the general unit's getting caught here, so especially against these Oath Swarm. They did quite well to hit. Oh, they're really targeting you here, which is interesting. Okay. Drop an Inspire. Yeah, try and flank quickly. Get further down here. Yeah, start flanking, please. Big time. Okay, so the hoplites are doing well on the flanks. And once again, the enemy is clashing upon the Macedonian pikes. Pikes. I've heard it's quite a delicious fish. Americans, let me know. Right, let's try and charge some of these slingers here. Okay, so we're sort of... I think we don't continue to run them down. Alright, let's go with the cavalry charge here. Here comes the companion cavalry. So, what I'm sort of hoping is that if we can destroy this army, I just hope we can get to their capital quick enough. Or otherwise they don't, like, build another one. Okay, I'm going to get my cavalry to flank here. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, it's this general unit which is going to complicate things. Try and wrap around here, that would be good. And you try and get here. Yeah, try and go for them. Just giving out attack orders. Let's just try and work slowly down the front line. Oh, that is a little bit risky here because he's at half health. I don't know if I'll risk this general, actually. I don't think it's necessary to do so. I think we're going to win quite well. Regardless. Oh, here we go. We're going to get a really nice surrounding tactic here if we can. Oh, there we go. And it looks like most of them are in a full retreat in the center. It's only the flanks that are holding. Nice. Bring them down. Oh my god! That guy disappeared! Motherfucker just got suplexed. Okay. Now they're just trying to skirmish me. We might need the cavalry unit over here. It's just their Oathsworn here that are still here. So try and flank around there. Okay, we've won this, so let's just try and speed things up. And if we can hit them from multiple sides here, we can just get rid of this Oathsworn unit. Because once again, the Barbarian Oathsworn units are so bloody potent. Maybe even just try and get all my skirmishers to target it. Because these guys are probably having an absolute field day on our Macedonian boys. Oh, they're taking them out well as well. Alright, now they're capitulating. Now, we do want to try and run down as many of them as possible, as they are still an army raiding us technically, so we definitely don't want to let any escape if we can really avoid doing so. Okay. Alexander, allegedly. I don't even know. Alexander was redacted. Alright. The enemy's broken. Death and dishonor are theirs today. But let's get stuck into Epirus. Should be a good fight. Those elephants are going to be quite hard to... Anubis, good day, new campaign. Oh, thanks Anubis once again. Dude, man, you're pretty generous. I really do appreciate that. You've been constantly here day in, day out. Like many of you. So, thanks once again. And once again, banana is good on pizza. Alright, let's move up. Okay, so they're starting to move. That's become a bit of a meme at the moment, hasn't it? The bloody Swedish banana on pizza strat. You think pineapple's gross? I think it's great, but I think some people would be fucking mortified with the banana on pizza. It's actually not too bad. I actually didn't mind it. Okay. I don't know what these guys are doing. Here are the elephants, though. Now we can see them. Thankfully, they're not too heavily armored. It's just about sending our cavalry in and not getting them spooked. What type of elephants are they?
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Mercenary African elephants. I imagine they're North African. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Hannibal or Carthage give a bunch of them to Epirus? I could be wrong. But that would be my thinking behind it, I don't know. Okay, so already in range. We're going to start skirmishing them here. So we'll just try and do that. If you guys... Oh, you guys are firing. Alright. So they're now moving up their hoplites and pikes. Yeah, if we had some peltasts... No, maybe we can still get them to target the elephants, perhaps. Alright. So we're in a pike formation, and if they're going to charge on up, which they seem to be, we're going to be laughing. Okay, we're going to lose the front line a little bit. But here they go on in. The pikes just need a hold. Skirmishing them well. There we go. Okay, watch out for these elephants coming on in. Get every single slinger to fire at them. I'm just trying to think if our citizen cavalry are up to the task of maybe hitting the elephants there. Get the general in. He's got the peltast unit, actually. There we go. Start peppering them. Hit them with everything we got. There we go. Bring it down. Bring it down. There we go. Perfect. And to be fair, even if they charge into the pikes, they're probably going to get absolutely minced. Look at that. That poor fucker. They're not even going to be able to come on in. Oh, thanks, Joe. Thank you for the years of enjoyable content. Favourite to date was your Scots campaign for 1212 AD. Hell of a good show, that one. Oh, thanks. You really didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thanks. That was very generous of you. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. And, yeah, go check out Joe's channel. If you're not subbed, go do that. Okay. So we're doing well here. We're actually getting wrapped around a little bit. Maybe we advance with these hoplites, because they're just sitting there with their hands in their pants. Pockets, I mean. Shit. Right. Yeah, that was a fun campaign. Dude, there was... that year, I think it was 2019, when Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD came out, the mod. I went so hard on that. Like, I was having so much fun. You guys were loving it as well. That's a really, really good mod. Like, I had so many countless campaigns that was so fun. Like, Total War Attila, particularly with mods, is so, so good. Okay, so now we're just surrounding them here. The elephants have been neutralized. Or tranquilized. I don't know. We're gonna get some roasty elephants on the barbie tonight, boys. I wonder what elephant tastes like. I'm trying to think. I've had crocodile here. I've had kangaroo. Just all taste like chicken. Well, crocodile. But kangaroo's nice. You can actually buy it in the supermarket here. It's pretty wild. I think there's some fact that we're one of the only... what's this? Oh, cavalry's rapping. We're one of the only nations, or one of the only few nations to eat our national animal. Something whack. It's just these royal cavalry here. But yeah, because the Romans were a big fan of flamingos, weren't they? Apparently that's delicious. There was some Roman emperor that bloody loved flamingos. Okay. I guess we give chase. Oh, this is actually Pyrrhus. Oh, I didn't even fucking realize. This is actually Pyrrhus himself. We'll run him down. 1,000 drachma for whoever gives me his head. And unlimited speeches at the amphitheater. And a barrel of wine. How about that? Dude, if we can kill Pyrrhus of Epirus, I'm sure the fucking Romans will love that. Oh, that's why his Hellenic Royal Cavalry is actually running me in rings here. Because that's what's going on. And they're still holding as well. Alright, let's still continue this battle, because we want to try and run down as many of them as possible. As there are still a fair few. Armies that we have to deal with back in Epirus itself. I'll go back to the chat. I started my Scots campaign not too long after I watched yours back, but they really had a big update and my campaign was lost. Oh no! Yeah, there has been heaps of updates to 1212 AD. People have been asking me to go back to it, but yeah, I have done a lot of factions. But maybe I should at some point. Maybe not doing a full series, but maybe doing a stream. But I don't know. That could be on the... Dude, I got so many bloody Total War campaigns. I don't know about you guys, but I have lists and lists of like games and then like factions I still haven't yet to play as or I'm interested in doing, and it's like there's not enough time in the bloody day. Too many games, not enough time. But I do think streaming is good for me. Like already, if I'm sitting down for hours on end, I might as well just like do it live with you guys as well. And I think I found a really good time, and I'm in a really good routine at the moment. It's not too rough on me. That's the main fucking thing. Like, I did stream in the past, like, tried to do it from, like, 12 to 6 o'clock. My body can't fucking take it. I just can't do it. I don't know how you do it. But getting up at 4 o'clock here, streaming from 5 to 10, and I got the rest of the day, it's actually perfect for me. But I do feel bad that not everyone can make it, because this is so... The time zones are just whacked, man. I live on the other side of the world, upside fucking down. It's really too far away where I live. And it's only really now that I've actually got better quality internet to actually be able to do it. Heard elephants are kind of tough. The Scottish campaign was gold. Kangaroos are great. I haven't had the heart to restart smashing England at this point. Yeah, Australian food sounds fun. Ate an alligator in Louisiana once. It was woeful. I wonder if it tastes different. Like, I imagine like crocodiles are like apex predators, not some like alligator from Louisiana. That sounds like some bloody... I don't know. It sounds like an alligator. It sounds like a bloody trash. If it's eating like catfish and like decaying fish and shit, like it's probably gross as fuck. Like, isn't that the thing with bears? Like, if you eat a bear in the US, if you eat one that's eating berries and all this nice stuff, it tastes better. But if you're eating this one that's eating rotten fish and shit, it tastes awful. Apparently, I've heard. So maybe crocodiles are like here eating fucking Australians and beef and cattle and Brahman. It probably tastes better. Alright, it's in the battle there. Decisive victory. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. I'm just talking shit. Far out. We got the RNG on that one. It actually fucking worked. Holy shit. Alright, let's fight the battle on this one then. Dude, I'm actually happy about that. That was fucking goated. Holy shit. Yeah, that's because Gators are the team of the University of Florida. Which is probably not a bad thing. Maybe we just advance, because they still might attack us. So it will take us a little while to get there, as we are Macedon at the end of the day. We will be a little bit encumbered by pikes and phalanx. We do take a little bit longer than other factions to form up. I've also got to sort of get used to, again, playing as Macedon, because I'm so ingrained to sort of the Roman mindset at the moment, with the flying triple axis formation. But yeah, we have to focus on being really efficient on battlefields and then careful in sieges. Thankfully, we haven't had any long protracted sieges. Like, hoplites are fantastic in defending, but dude, trying to take sieges is going to be hard. We're really going to need to invest in phalanx swordsmen or thorax swordsmen as well at some point. Okay, let's allow everyone to move on up. Alexander had a dog, yeah, the famous dog, yeah. When you sabotage an army, I think it's always forbidden to retreat and not able to reinforce. If it's successful, yeah. I don't know, my mind melds with DEI. Like, I can't remember the differences. I don't know if it works in DEI, I think it's more of another thing, but it did work. They seem to be wanting to charge me though, so let's do that then, if you want to do that. More Hellenic Royal Guard here as well. So we are skirmishing. Let's just chuck skirmisher mode on in, but I think we're good. So we're going to hold the pike line as the brave men of Epirus are going to charge into hoplites firstly, and trying to stop the advance and conquest of Epirus itself. They are trying to wrap around, but we're in a pike phalanx formation. There we go. Fear the Macedonian phalanx. Here we go. Stick 'em with the pointy end. Perfect. Alright, let's start getting my cavalry around. Dude, they're clashing upon us like water on rock. Perfect. These guys can move out of formation and flank. Some of these have actually been engaged, which is interesting. So maybe we do the same and move here. One of our units uses all of its ammunition. That's fine. Just get stuck into them. Watch out for these Hellenic Royal Guard. They actually look very, very good. So make sure we focus on these. You need to continue to wrap around. I will get back to the chat after this battle. It's just a little bit hard to micro at the same time that I've found. They're going good. Keep going, keep going. Dude, these citizen cavalry are pretty good. Even though they're like a melee cavalry unit. Holy fuck. Okay, and we're doing well here as well. Yeah, not too much they can do that they can do if they're going to charge against us. I'm surprised they did so, to be fair. They were so keen to send it. Alright, we're just going to surround them here and create a kill zone. Oh, dude, my cavalry is going to absolute town. We might need some of them to try and hit some of these fellas, but we'll see how we go. I might actually get my skirmishers to go for their Hellenic Royal Guard. We haven't even touched them, but they're probably going to be harder to deal with. Okay, so they're now routing. You go for them. We'll continue to go for them. You swing here. Alright, now I think we're good. Just need to move the skirmishers. Like, oh fuck, hang on. Oh, that's alright. Maybe hit you here. Like, what we need to ideally do is get the skirmishers to surround it. So, like, go something like this. Like, you go here. Nothing too mental. This will just, like, get rid of them so much quicker if you hit them from multiple vectors of attack. Okay, so go something like this. Oh, no, you move back here, actually. There we go, and this should start shredding them. So there's 136 before we do that. I wonder what it is now. So move you around. Yeah, so get everyone to start targeting them. Start giving everything you've got. You brave, beautiful Macedonian boys. There we go. Dude, we're surrounding them brilliantly. And we're giving everything we got. Look at that. It's dropping down massively, actually. These guys are still holding. Look at that. They're wavering. Yeah, just hitting them from multiple sides just does them on here. Look at that. They've melted. Now, we do have to try and, once again, run down as many of them as we can. We're going to have to be ruthless. Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe go for something like this. Alright, well, let's continue to run them down. Man of Epirus that we're running down. I think we can end that battle there, though. A decisive victory. Alexandros, the pretender. And we outmatched them on slingers. Okay, let's fight this one upon the battlefield. I believe this is with Demetrius as well, the second, the future king of Macedon. They're really going to try and go for this right flank for whatever reason. And here they go. We're on skirmish mode, so we should be okay. I think the best thing is for them to charge against me. They're calculated they're probably going to win if they can do that. So we've got a clash of pikes. Pergamon, our Hellenic brethren, hopefully can fall under Macedonian rule if we're successful here today. Okay, they're committing a lot there. Oh, did I lose my general? Shit. Oh, fuck, I might have lost him because he's at a little bit of health there. He might have just got RNG'd. Maybe charge against some of this cavalry because we want to try and flank with these guys. That's good. Try and, actually what I'll do is I'll try and flank with my skirmishers and we'll try and wrap around and try and get some shots from behind. So they're dealing with them. Oh, I just wish you could have wrapped around slightly better here. You got some pikemen hiding here, you cheeky buggers. You're still charging out, but you just got to be careful. Okay, we still seem to be holding and maintaining here for now. We're doing well. We seem to be trading. It's about 65% in our favour, so we seem to have the advantage. Hopefully we can hold it just for a little bit longer. Let's move you here, and let's move the general further up, because there's probably no threat to skirmisher fire here now. Where? Yeah, that general unit's moved up here again. Okay, and can these slingers get around here? The quicker you can get here, the better, because we're going to be able to get some juicy angles. If we can. Like here. Yeah. Go here. Oh, the center is done well. Look at this. Absolute carnage here in the center. They're cooked. Oh, they got a cycle charge here, which could be bad, but it's okay. Is this like we're softening them up here, are we? There we go. There we go. Yeah, fire into that. Okay, they're still holding. I guess we just try and move the... Maybe just put pressure. Maybe moving them slightly is the play. Yeah. I guess I lost the... Dude, that's the Macedonian king's son, which is a significant death if we have lost him here. Okay, we still haven't won just yet. Okay, we won that there though. Oh, you're flanking a bit. They seem to be coming back, which is annoying. Oh god, there's some cavalry here hightailing it. Okay, I just need to be a little bit careful here because they're actually really maintaining on this right-hand corner, which is not good for me. Okay. I'm still continuing to skirmish there. Oh, that could be better. Yeah, I'm like pivot here, please. And you're good here. Make sure there's no one sitting idly by here. We'll continue to move. Oh, they're actually out of skirmishes now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of them charging it. Maybe against cavalry. That's a bit different than actual pikes. You gotta give it to Pergamon. They are seriously making us grind for this result. Holy cow. We're trying to swing around here. Actually doing a bit of a number on my skirmishes here. There we go. Maybe flanking with them? There we go. They're done and dusted. It's the general unit here now. Yeah, this is close. This has not been an easy campaign. I'm actually quite surprised. There's a lot of complicated stuff to do in Greece and how you play that. Then you got the decision to make whether or not to go against the barbarians, and then if you do so, you potentially threaten more barbarian incursions to the north. Depending on what happens in Anatolia, there can be a really strong alliance block, which we have to deal with. But we're going to continue to try and run down as many of them as we can. And then we're going to have a firm footholding in Anatolia, which will be brilliant. Good. But now that we've secured Greece, we can get a bit of Anatolia. Hopefully we can just really start gobbling up those territories. And incorporating more settlements and provinces into the Macedonian kingdom. Or is it these guys try and run down as many of them? You should try GeoGuessr on stream. I haven't played GeoGuessr in ages. I used to play that shit so much when I was in high school. Because they banned so much stuff. Like on the internet and servers. Like there's only a certain amount of stuff you can actually play. Like flash games and stuff. So GeoGuessr was one of them. I'm not the I'm really not good at GeoGuessr. But yeah. I haven't played GeoGuessr since now that you need to make an account. Like I haven't played it since then. But it's fun. I'm a major history nerd. He. Is that it? Was that it? Are you saying that yourself, or are you saying that's me? In the middle here. Let's fight this one and continue on. Is your heir going to be Alexander, or are you going for the character you have now? Compared to what Alexander did in real life. Dude conquered the world before he was 30. Holy crap. Well, the known world. His known world. Now, these are quite out of range. Oh, I'm actually wasting ammunition. I didn't even notice. They are right on the edge of what's possible there. The first naval battle. Was it? It must be. Yeah, actually my first naval battle. Alexander was the second-born son of Philip. Well, maybe Carpus. Depends how long he lasts. Sometimes generals just don't last. Faction leaders don't last too long in this series. I'm a little bit more expendable in that front. Okay, they're a bit closer in. I haven't been whiffing these shots big time. Once they get into range, we might have a better chance. But yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to... It's a good point. Like, are we going to be able to conquer Alexander's empire and rebuild it within the time of one general? I don't know if that's possible. Okay, we are managed to hit them, but I'm doing shocking here. But as people come in once again, all I ask for you guys to do on these streams is to hit that like button. Would really appreciate it. That's all I ask you to do as you come on in. Really supports the live streams and the videos on the good YouTube algorithm, and makes the YouTube algorithm gods happy. And it's not just me as well. If you really like people's content on YouTube, big or small, like, say, a history channel does a bunch of series on Rome or the Goths or something, make sure you like those videos because they will do more of them. Okay. And maybe even dislike. I don't know what dislike really does now. It used to sort of act as engagement. They changed it for a bit. It used to, like, put videos down ages and ages ago. But ever since around... I swear, like, ever since around the time of that Rebecca Black song, can you guys remember that? Like, that was the most disliked YouTube video. Like, all that was just engagement, which is strange. But I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. Like... It's kind of a bit silly, to be fair. I think they should just leave it. I think it's a good tool to be able to see if there's a video that's like massively disliked. But whatever. Especially like for tutorials on like obscure stuff. Okay, so we are managing to really do a number on the road ships that are making their way past. Now sort of blocking navy. Oh, hang on, no, they've caught us there. But in Australia at the moment, looks like we're going to have a new Prime Minister by the look of it, which is exciting. I wonder what's going to happen. Change is always sort of scary and exciting. But it's still pretty early yet. So, good on you everyone that went and voted. Okay. This is still quite close. We're just basically... Oh, dude, what the fuck? Where did that come from? Holy shit. So it looks like the units we had as mercenaries at the front have capitulated. Go. So if we're successful here today, we might be able to move the Thunderbolts of Zeus into Rhodes, and I'm nearly tempted to maybe subjugate them, to be fair. We've got this like nice little coalition and connection of vassalized kingdoms. But once again, the ballista are really destroying any transport ship. The thing is, it's 2 hits for a transport and then they capitulate. We will lose some ships in the process, but the cost-based analysis for it, we're looking good. I'm nearly tempted to vassalize Rhodes, I think. Is that it? Yep, victory. Wow, good shit. In an auto resolve, it's predicting that we lose 30 to 40% of our forces. Oh well, no matter, we'll play this one. Most of this army is made up of pikemen, hoplites. Although we are depleted, we're probably missing around about 800 men. We should be fine to play this one and get a better result. But, in a sense, I do like playing as small factions and building up. But maybe I like to play with more factions with history. Like, for example, I don't really have an interest of ever doing a Scythia campaign, to be honest. That just doesn't interest me. Particularly on Rome 2. Let's move in the cavalry here to try and hit those skirmishers. Our slingers are in range, but they're just not firing. Nah. God damn it, bro. We can't get a good cavalry charge here because there's just constantly spearmen there. Because you got to play campaigns that you're interested in, and what a lot of people want interest as well. Because yeah, you got to do both. I think you got to go with the majority of what people want to see and what you sort of want to play. Okay, we're starting to skirmish here now. Gonna move my cavalry back here. We wasted a unit. Okay, let's just try and trade with them. What have they got? Celtic slingers. I wonder if our Greek, Macedonian slingers are going to do better than theirs. Just out of curiosity. Alright, maybe we charge over here now. If they're going to sit there like that. There might be some spearmen in there that I can't see.
Riders at the double.
Yep, of course they are.
Advance. Riders.
It's nearly doing that thing where it's like not better to give the attack order out and just try and move into range to stop them firing at us. Okay, we're just skirmishing back and forth still. They've got some skirmishers coming up against us. Okay, still continuing to skirmish down here. We're going to be able to outnumber them and hit them. But I'm not saying that Cyprus either. I think Cyprus has probably got a pretty cool amount of history. Like a lot of those Greek states you could really roleplay with. Maybe even Knossos. We even did a Rhodes campaign. But I just don't know how many people are going to want it, like to see a Cyprus campaign. That's the thing. Because there's still a bunch of Rome 2 factions that we still haven't got to yet. Okay, so now that they've moved, we're actually going to be moving our position slightly. I've got to concentrate with this. Yeah, because when they ran, they were going to go after them. Okay, we're still just focusing on their skirmishes. Thank God, they're still protecting them there. We just need to get back to our front line here. We're just getting baited. You just got jebaited with the cavalry there. Nope. Now we're getting... Come on. Yeah, so at the moment, nothing too crazy tactically. We're just sort of skirmishing back and forth with them. And we seem to be getting the better of them because of it. They are doing quite well here, protecting their skirmishes with the cavalry. Like, we're trying to micro them quite hard. Okay, we probably can stop microing there with the cavalry. And I might just move these skirmishes back here. Oh, actually no. We'll keep them firing. I think they're safe here. We just need to keep an eye if they move. I'll just go back and try and read chat for a bit. Hey Simpsy. Hey Pasco. Hey Chance. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, they're starting to move here now. They're actually charging. Move back then. Quickly now. We need to make sure the pikes are stiff and limbered up and ready to go. Here comes the Galatian charge. Oh! These poor buggers are getting bowled on over. Dude, that guy like took a knee and took a huge lunge at him. Holy shit. Okay, let's... Oh, we could actually drop a brace. That's kind of cool. Let's swing around here. So, we had to move up. A little bit of an initial skirmish. Let's try and wrap around our cavalry around the back as well. We're going to get a really nice charge bonus because of it. Okay, unfortunately, these units aren't being used, so let's swing around. I didn't even need them in their hoplite formation. These guys probably should be in it. That are getting engaged. Okay, so they do have a general unit here being a little bit cheeky. So we're going to have to watch out for that. Let's move you here. And you know what? Let's form up and we'll cycle charge into the sword units. Because they're the ones that are going to really do the damage to us. There we go, and already they're wavering because we've hit them in the rear. So once this army is crushed, one more to go, and then hopefully Galatian resistance and dominance of Anatolia is over. Pretty good battle though, and now a lot of their army's in a full retreat. We absolutely slammed them with that charge bonus into those pikes. Oh my god. Okay, unfortunately some of this cavalry is getting caught by the general unit there. So they just need to get away from that. I'm going to try and get my skirmishers to like flank. So if I get you like here, we'll send you to hit here. Just to open up some different lanes of attack. And we'll make sure everyone's got some attack orders going. Move the general up as well to get a little bit more of an inspire. Chase those slingers there. Well, now that the slingers have the unit's turn, maybe we just start hitting them. Because these nobles are the ones that are going to hold on. Well, that's a pretty good peeler shot. Dude, they're taking a lot of Macedonian boys to the grave. Holy shit. Oh, okay. So they've managed to reform here slightly. If we get rid of the general, we'll be fine. This will be a good charge. Look at this. Whew. Yes. Alright, let's move you back here. Oh, okay. Even though we've moved out of our position, it's kind of annoying because it's actually kind of what they wanted us to do by the look of it. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Oh, we might be able to just wipe out the general, though, which would be huge. Okay, they're now good. Just make sure everyone's got an attack order, really. Yeah, okay. So we are going to claim victory here today. We just have to be a little bit patient. But you got to remember, 30%, 40%, we were not in favour to win this one. I can kind of see why. They're just more mobile with us and we weren't at full strength. The Simpsy fold, yeah. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, someone mentioned that yesterday. I don't know if that's my thing. I don't know. I'm very unsure about that. But it works. The Simpsy fold. I never called it that. You did, but I guess that's an apt description for it, or the fold. Okay, let's just try and run down as many of them as we can. A Seleucid campaign would be fun, if I haven't missed that on your channel. No, we have done a Seleucid DEI campaign before. Simpsy, my guy. Keep up the great work. Much love from the East Coast. Thanks, JJ Juice Man. I appreciate it. He said up. Just popped in. Who am I fighting? I'm fighting the Galatians, Sam. And it's your channel. You do what you want and do what the people want to see. Yeah, thanks, Benjamin. No, I'm just saying. This is like, that's just how it is. It's a fine line. You got to do what you want to do, but you also got to do what people want to see. It's tough. Everyone wants their faction to be played and their comments read. I just try my best to make as many people happy. But that's why we have democracy. I love democracy. I think that's the best way, though. Doing those votes and polls. To be fair, like, when I did that, I was like, oh, I knew Macedon would do well, but I thought there could be, like, a chance that, like, maybe people want to see, like, a Spanish campaign, the Lusitani, with hoplites and pikes. But let's get stuck into the Battle of Antioch, 230 BC, with the Seleucid and Macedonia coalition goes against Cyprus. As long as I can start dragging some of that arrow fire away from my infantry, I don't mind that. But no, in the sense that, like, if you're shooting skirmishes into that, most of this is falling off the tower. Is this DEI? No, it's not. It's a sub-mod pack that I play, that I made. But here comes the Seleucid Navy coming on in. It's the same mod pack we used for the Roman campaign and a couple of others as well. Okay, let's try and continue to get the oil going. It's doing a bit better. The pikes are moving up as well. But the retextured on the units, the lighting and the graphics, it's really just to make Rome 2 look next gen and try and fix some silly things with vanilla here and there. An Emperor Edition. But so far, it seems to be like 100% stable, because that's the main thing. Sometimes you can just load way too many mods in to Rome 2 and it just like... I feel like if you I can't be the only one who's experienced this. What about you guys? If you've loaded like more than 10 mods on Rome 2, regardless of your PC, even if it's a new PC, have you guys noticed like the performance of it just goes bad just because of the engine? There's just like, it can't handle too many mods. Dude, some people complain that the newest Windows version, you can't even play Medieval 2 properly on it. Like, it's just not optimized. You're actually better off with playing an older version. Or people have had complaints. that I've seen. I haven't personally experienced it. Alright, so the hoplites have made their way to the walls. We've actually got some Really? Oh, okay. They've got some Egyptian conscripts fighting with them. That's interesting. We'll make sure we're giving out some attack orders here. Now, I'm curious to see if our pikes are going to be successful in actually getting into the settlement here. Or is it going to end in tears and misery? We do seem to be getting some shots off at them. It's not like we're losing that much anyway. I was going to say we might be better off to get them on another side. To be fair, the Seleucids actually might be able to flank and get inside. Okay, now that our units have safely moved up fully onto the walls, keeping them there isn't going to really stop missile fire hitting them. It's actually just going to lose slingers more than anything. Let's look to advance further up. Okay, so the fire damage is 100%, so hopefully we can move on in soon. The pikemen are getting stuck into the men of Cyprus. And then hopefully we can bring Antioch under our control, which would be kind of huge. How is the small Seleucid navy doing? They're doing okay, going with this amphibious attack as they move along in. The gateway has been destroyed. Where exactly? Here. Okay. Oh, you've already been charged out against. Okay. Well, we'll make you into pike wall and we'll send you up. That was actually a little bit more efficient than what I was expecting to get up on in. Still quite close, 60% in our favor, but we haven't won just yet. We seem to be progressing on the walls well. And a unit of Cyprian axemen has come out to meet us. With arrow fire support, they're probably going to be doing quite well. Dude, imagine getting charged by someone that has a fucking dolphin on their shield. We've also got some tridents of Poseidon. We've got some elephants. Cool. Whoa, what the hell? Did that just stop that? No? Oh. I was going to say. Things are looking good there. Let's move the pikemen on in. Oh, we're not even, they're going to capitulate by the look of it, unfortunately. No, we're not going to be able to get in. No, it's a show on that side. To be fair, the Seleucids are now fully in the settlement and have disembarked. They're moving on in here well. Still continuing to push. We're winning here. Yeah, I don't even know if it's worth going like that. Maybe we just get... Maybe we win this and then just try and get more pikes and infantry and such in. To be fair, we might actually be able to get to a point where we might be able to get these slingers on, like here. If we could move the slingers here, we could probably use them to our advantage. They're actually capping the town square. The Seleucids are actually really helping out to try and retake their settlement. Yeah, the pikes are struggling a little bit here. Yeah, it's still going to be quite a close one. I might just read chat for a sec. The only game that can support up to 30 mods at a time decently is Skyrim. That's not a bad shout. I also think Witcher is quite effective at that as well. Like having its own mod loader. A glorious siege. Hoplites are best for defending a city because they're good at defend. Yeah, holding off enemy units. Yeah, I know, I agree with that. Antioch is not a coastal city. Okay. In this it is for whatever reason. Oh, what the fuck, bro? No, go here. Oh, and they're not going here either. Dude, I read the chat for like 3 seconds and the units are doing their own thing. What I want is the slingers to move up these ladders. But to be fair, I do quite admire the Seleucids coming on in to help. It probably has drawn a lot of them away from the walls, to be fair. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Maybe it's because of the difficulty, what some people realize, but people don't realize that pikes and hoplites are really terrible for attacking sieges. Like, you lose so many men doing it. Especially early on. So, you really need to be quite careful and precautious, or try and drag the army out, especially if there's a full stack inside. Usually they can deal with garrisons. The Seleucids have actually lost here now. Is there a unit actually holding here? There is. There's some axemen. Well, maybe we just send in the cavalry and then try and break past this cavalry unit here and the javelinmen and send in the cavalry. Yeah, I don't know why, but these guys are taking their time doing this. Oh, but then now there's a unit here. Oh, God damn it. Because if we can start archering from there, that'll be brilliant. Okay, there we go. Because we're probably technically at a disadvantage actually playing this manually. Technically. Right, we'll try and get the cavalry on in. The slingers getting up here is pretty good though. Yeah, I just don't think they can... It doesn't path more than one at a time to go up. Alright, let's try and push through this. That Seleucid army, although it wasn't very good, it's actually helped delaying quite a bit. Okay, those skirmishers are now here though. Yeah, we just need to make sure those guys don't move that way. Now, if the plan is going to work, we want to skirmish down at them. If they're going to do that. Can you do that? Yep, that's working. That's what I want to do. So if we can get these slingers protected on the wall and just start slinging down in here, that would really help out big time. I'm actually really tempted to move up the general slightly, just to give us an inspire. That might just help things out. Let's move you here. They've won, perfect. The cavalry. There's a couple of units here though, but I think we'll just try and move them out. Actually, we might be... No, these are citizen cavalry. We'll go for this then. The Macedonian cavalry is going to come flying on in to help our Seleucid comrades. We're here. Right, thanks for helping us out, Macedon, and would like control of our city back. No, I don't think so. But you helped us liberate it. Well, you lost it. You can't be trusted to hold on to this territory. Wait, what? Psych!
Citizen cavalry! Citizen cavalry! Macedonians ready! Citizen cavalry!
Don't skirmish me here. Do you want to get charged by cavalry? Hitting us on the side like that will get you charged with cavalry. Watch out for the general pike unit though. Also, it adds a lot more time, these sieges, when there's hoplites and stuff. Okay, now they're getting hit there, so we can't do that too long. Cool. Maybe move the skirmishers down to help out. Let's start speeding things up slightly. Alright, you start skirmishing them. Oh, dude, this is still going to be quite close, actually. I believe victory is still within our grasp, but man. These hoplites are really quite hard to push on down from. Luckily we're skirmishing these guys though. There we go, that's been one. They're now wavering. We're gonna have to swing around here to help actually. Yeah, look at this, like, our hoplites have really traded with them quite a bit. A close victory. No, I fully understand that. For the first time, as we load on in for another battle in today's stream. Just start firing into this cluster if you can. The thorax swordsmen are now flanking. And there doesn't seem to be any room for me to really flank and wrap around just yet. So we won't send in my cavalry. Oh good, we're starting to flank. We're starting to get some flammable shots here now. Try and charge on in. But here we go. The thorax swordsmen. Look at that. Hacking and slashing their way on through. These are one of my favourite units to combo with playing as Macedon. They are so incredibly effective. Look at that! Dionysus, we'll call him, you beautiful fucker. Okay, let's maybe move the pikes in like this. Okay. Skirmishers. Reform something like this. Go like that. Okay, so they got some skirm. What is this unit? It's a hillman unit. If I send all my cavalry against this hill unit, I'm curious. We got a 20% charge bonus. It's 7 cavalry units. We might be able to break around here and actually stop these skirmishers actually hitting me. Let's give out some attack orders so they're not sitting idly by. $160 before the initial charge. Oh, 10 losing it when the charges come in. Now we've got skirmishers coming here. So it's not too bad. Maybe I've been overestimating these units. Maybe I could have just used one army. Maybe going with the 2 is a little bit overkill. But it's a little bit hard sometimes to tell. Okay, so the pikes are engaging here. Well, they're moving in some spearmen, so let's instantly move this cavalry out. Oh, hang on. There's some units here. We'll go for that then. Alright, so we've got a couple of pockets of fighting going on here. We've got the thorax swordsmen pushing from the eastern side against some axemen. We've got hoplites moving on in against other... Oh my god, did that guy just like run away like the Flash? What the hell was that? Yeah, we've got Macedonian hoplites fighting Colchis. And then we've got the pikes over here as well. Trying to push up and help. That seemed to be advancing and moving as well. We've just absolutely shattered the skirmishers that got caught by the Macedonian cavalry. Perfect. The battle is turning in our favour. Hell yeah. Oh, we've nearly won here now anyway. In this corner. Thorax swordsman still doing well. Okay, let's speed things up slightly. They're wavering here. Let's reform the cavalry here. We might even cycle charge in some areas. A little bit back and forth. Maybe drop an inspire here. Oh wow, the pikes have been incredibly effective at pushing up here. And we've nearly won on this side. Maybe we swing the cavalry back here. If we can break some of these blocks, it might be beneficial for us to do so.
Your orders. Orders.
Yeah, there seems to be a fair few skirmishes here. So maybe we don't attack all the same, but we go with something like this. Okay, the pikes seem to be advancing really quite well. Like, they're gaining way more territory than the hoplites and the thorax swordsmen, which is surprising. Okay, they're winning there. Good. Like, they're probably getting more kills, the swordsmen, but the way the pikes are progressing, doing really well. But we're carving up these Cold Kiss rebellions like carving a cake! Oh my god! Brutal. Vicious is the word that came to mind there. Holy crap. That was a good one. That was a juicer. Dude, the animations were off the charts then. Holy shit. Good battle, this one. Fun one as well. And we're going to get some sweet retribution. But it's interesting what Cold Kiss did. They actually cut off my grain supplies, like, really quite effectively. And have starved out the armies. Because I guess now that we've expanded our settlements, Anatolia has been a bit of the breadbasket of this newly found Macedonian Empire. Decisive victory. Let's end the battle there. Well, let's fight this one and have the first battle of today's stream. Now, to be fair, I could auto-resolve that, actually. But I think we'll play it. I want to get stuck into a battle. Get one nice and early on the board. Warm up the old muscles. Maybe attack you in pike formation. You attack here, you attack there. You go here. Okay, we might be able to... Oh, here we go. There's some slingers there. I was going to say, we might be able to wrap some cavalry around if we're lucky. But fighting is now breaking out. Hoplites dealing with the cavalry. More pushing into the center. A flurry and trade of spears here. And we've got the pikes chipping further away at them in the town square. Oh, we'll swing around this way. We've lost line of sight there with them. Okay, still a little bit away. These guys, these slingers. Yeah, they just need to be helping out a bit more. They're not really doing too much. Maybe just give out some attack orders here. Okay, that's a bit better. Yeah, cavalry. We'll try and get a charge here. Get the medium Macedonian citizen cavalry to charge on in. There's just a lot of obstruction here. Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. There's only 30 or so, but that's a little bit cheeky. Go back around this way. The cavalry should make quick work of these eastern spearmen. Alright. Yeah, let's just try and get some skirmisher fire down on in here. Okay, have my reinforcements arrived? They're getting here. It's just taking a little bit longer than what I would like. If I could get all these cavalry, like here, would be ideal. Okay, well, we've won that push. So let's continue on. We're still actually going against their noble blood cavalry, which is exciting. Dude, we should be making... Oh, wow. We're absolutely ripping through the General's Bodyguard. They're going to be no match for Macedonian pikes whatsoever. That's one of their strengths. Their cavalry. If we can nullify them, that would be brilliant. Okay, my skirmishers need to be on skirmish mode. Maybe just try and move them back. Okay, they are now capitulating. We'll swing around here to help, and we'll try and get those around the back. Where did those cavalry go? I gave the order for. Okay, they're actually swinging around properly. Alright, so everyone else that's an infantry unit, I guess just sort of try and make your way to the town square. And then we'll give out some attack orders as well. We're still holding and progressing well here. Still battling it out. You need to be going here. We have even needed to drop an Inspire. Or a leadership ability. We might be actually able to wrap around here with our cavalry. If we can try and cycle charge some of these units in the rear. That would really help us out. Alright, let's have a crack at these axemen. While they're forming up just, but they were a little bit flat-footed. We should have enough to punch on through. Oh, okay. So unfortunately the unit that was in the center there has been crushed. And these guys here, let's pull you back. We'll have to watch out for that cavalry slightly. But once these reinforcements come in, we're going to be fine. Okay. Move the cavalry back out. We've got these infantry coming in. You continue to go here. You continue to skirmish here now. Just need to watch out for those spearmen coming in. Okay, now we can give out multiple attack orders. Go back here, so. We might even fire into this once this unit's been destroyed. Not the most overly complicated battle, but these narrow streets can be a little bit annoying. Right, let's push into this. That's a huge cluster there. Just get around the back here. Dude, us slinging into this is probably what's going to win us and capitulate them fully. There we go, come on. There we go, perfect. And that should be a GG's for them. Yeah, good victory. Let's end the battle there. Decisive victory, a matter of fact. So we deployed 4,500 with Carpus, the future king. We lost 883. We definitely need those additional reinforcements. They deployed 2,480. Looking at the casualties sustained and inflicted, one of our hoplites got 300 kills. The pikes got a little bit caught with the skirmisher fire, but for 70 new units plus the reinforcements, that's not too bad. And a couple hundred kills each for the cavalry. We're just outnumbered. I would have liked more skirmishers and more thorax, but we do have weapons 2 and armor 1, so we'll see how we go. Let's fight this one. The first war against Bactria is about to begin. Okay, so there actually is multiple ways to go. GeoGuessr is very tough. Yeah. I do think I'm better at countries and flags and stuff. They're fine over here, these guys. They can sit in their defensive position. Alright, let's move on. Maybe try and go for some of this cavalry. I feel like sometimes when you give out the attack order, they actually move to a better... Like, they actually know that the attack order's been given. While sometimes if you sort of move around them, they don't sometimes react. I don't know. Is it just me or am I overthinking that? Like, sometimes I feel like they give an attack order, they go, oh, they get spooked, and then they move. Like, it's sometimes better to attack a little bit later. Okay, let's continue to try and skirmish some of this. No, we're going to get hit here, so we probably should move. Are we better off? Maybe we're better off hitting like this hoplite unit instead. Alright, let's try and speed things up because this is just turning into a little bit of a skirmish more than anything. Let's go further back. Okay, they're actually going to charge against me here. Try and wrap around. Maybe try and skirmish this. Okay, so we got Bactrian citizen cavalry engaging our citizen cavalry. Oh no, these are actually not Thessalian, as a matter of fact. Okay, these skirmishers are moving up slightly, so I want you to move back. They might actually charge here, you never know. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a cavalry engagement here, but for the first time in this series, Bactria and Macedon are at each other's throat. I wonder if they'll charge. That's what I'm curious about. Oh, they've buckled. That's good. Try and go for these guys then. My cavalry, if we can trade with theirs, will be okay. Watch out for that unit coming in. Yeah, unfortunately, I just think due to the number of their cavalry, we're going to lose that. Okay, let's start skirmishing into this again. If we need to move over the border, that's fine. Alright, we'll just try and trade some of this skirmisher fire. Yeah, just wait for... Yeah, they're going to wait for you to cross. Well, that's why we need to start agitating them with the cavalry. Alright, continue to skirmish into this. Well, the thing is, we attack them at the end of the day, so we can even move back if we want to. I don't think I will, because I've already moved the reinforcing army behind them. So we'll just continue to try and skirmish against them. That cavalry unit got very, very close there. Same with this one. Oh, here we go. They're starting to... Oh, they nearly went then. Try and hit their skirmishers, because that's what the problem is. That's what's going to do us in if we're not careful. So, we're just speeding things up. Trading skirmisher fire back and forth. How many have we actually lost? Okay, from like skirmisher fire, so nothing crazy. Are they going to do it? Oh, they're coming so close. Go on, send it. Do it, do it, do it. Here we go. They're coming. Oh, God. Oh, they're actually attacking over here as well. I didn't even see. So, the tired hillmen are about to go straight into Macedonian pikes. Dude, if they charged a cavalry unit over here, that'd be brilliant. Oh my god. Crazy fighting going on. What about what's going on over here? Oh, there was a cavalry charge here. Okay. Yeah, continue to pepper into this. In hindsight, I should have got everyone to brace here. But let's move everyone up one at a time. Yeah, the thing is, if they weren't to charge, we might be in a different position. Okay. But they are really wanting to commit and send this bridge. The brave and bold fools of Bactria. And they're bringing their own pikes over here as well. As long as they don't take out too many of us, we should be okay. They do have elephants though as well. They're coming. They're coming. Stick 'em with the pointy end. My cavalry's getting attacked. Oh, my cavalry recovered? Oh, thanks, Pete. I didn't even notice. I thought they were cooked. I feel like you have this. I hope I have this. But to be fair, that pike unit is getting... These pike units are getting quite shredded and decimated. So maybe these guys just need to advance more. We are losing some ground. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these guys... actually, no, I want formation attack still, but I want this out of their formation. There we go. Okay, so they have moved back a bit. So nothing too crazy at the moment, just turning into a little bit of a grind more than anything. Let's try and skirmish into this. We might need to continue to brace and... just try and hold. Maybe actually move the general up, because we're slightly not in the radius, eh? That might be a bit better for us. There we go. That's made them stabilize. They're moving down here. I want to try and flank with my cavalry, if I can. So it's just turning into a little bit of a grind at the moment. What I want to actually do, I'm going to go like this, because my slingers still here have heaps of ammunition, but they're not really using it well. We've got more Macedonian hoplites coming to help, because these units can sit here fine. We didn't get to see it, but they already managed to take out a bunch of Bactrian cavalry up here. So we just need to hold just that little bit longer and we'll be fine. Oh, is the skirmish mode like activating here? Because if we can get this angle skirmished, that's going to be insane. It's just if we can do it or not. Okay, looks like they might charge in their elephants. This might change things, so they're going to have to brace. Alright, fire into this. Start hitting this from the side. Like, if this can get a good shot, we might need to redirect the fire at the elephants if they come in, which they are. Oh, here they come. Dude, my frames are going to shit. Holy crap. Those reinforcements still haven't come down. Because there's just so many entities on this goddamn bridge. But pretty cool. Yeah, try and bring down that elephant. We'll swing in my cavalry, maybe. Oh my god. They're like... literally Scooby-Dooing. Okay, there will be an opportunity to move my cavalry in. Just not yet. I might even, you know what, move these pikes around. Because they're just sitting there not doing anything at this point. So let's try and flank. And make sure these guys are out of their formation. And we'll try and... no, go this way around. Alright, my hoplites are coming here as well. Maybe I should have flanked them around, matter of fact. What the fuck are the elephants doing? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I can't zoom too far in because my frames are going to absolute trash. But thankfully, maybe because we managed to take out enough of them, that the charge came in. But if we are victorious here today, it's going to be a 2-1 Macedonian victory. They just had the numbers. Because the thing is, if we sat back, they would have never charged if we didn't start attacking them. Because sometimes if you move, you skirmish them out, you send over cavalry over the river, they can actually initiate the attack. But there's some crazy fighting going on this bridge. Holy shit. A couple of our pikes have been depleted though. We'll continue to brace. Right, you're swinging here. Oh, dude, it might be time to swing in the cavalry. Just to get that last little bit of capitulation. Hell yeah, guys. What a battle. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We haven't had a pike show like this in quite some time. And as you can see, there's been a small rout which led to a trickle, and now this is a flood. Look at this. Oh my god, perfect. Holy fuck. Look at all this. It's a sea of blue. And there might even be an elephant charge here in the end, which I don't know if it's going to be able to do much. Oh my god. Look, they're running. We're going to need to try and run them down as well. Let's continue. Whew. And then these guys can charge over the bridge. Wowzers, what a result. And we want to try and run down as many of them as possible. Holy crap, boys. Bring down this elephant if you can. Oh my god. Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Why can't we hit it? That one's like possessed and is like moving. Okay. Make sure that everyone's trying to run down somebody. Wow, what a good battle. That was a fun one. That was really, really enjoyable. That one guy fleeing. Maybe you can use your general unit to hammer an anvil across the river. Yeah, I just didn't want to risk him. The bridge can hold the weight. I know there was a lot of there. Yep, sealed the deal. Easy victory. Amount of bodies. Yep. The bridge got a new carpet. Holy shit. Use all the bodies for an extra bridge. Oh my god, those corpses. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. It's kind of crazy. And we're just still going to speed things up because I want to try and get as many of them as we can. So that's huge. So that has changed the tide of the Bactrian forces in the Levant. Dude, if you haven't already left the video a like for that battle, that was a juicer. I really, really enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun. It's because we haven't had a battle like that in this series, a bridge battle. They're always fun when they come across. Obviously, if you're not on the winning side, though. The bottleneck battles are always a glorious bloodbath. Yeah, James. Yeah, no, I agree. That was a good one. The elephants could feed the whole army. Yep. Make some stools or something. Isn't that what they do? Out of their legs or whatever. Alright, cool. Nothing will go to waste. Alright, let's end the battle there. Close victory, supposedly. Oh, wow. That was actually a 7,000 man battle. Nearly closer to 8,000. Wow. Okay. So, a lot of hillmen, eastern spearmen. This should be a good fight. First against Partharva. Let's assault and move on in. Alright, currently skirmishing against them. Oh, but here we go, boys. The train's about to do a big rip. That's pretty funny. Shit. That shit never gets old. Welcome to ancient Parthia. Doot doot. Okay, so we've actually encountered some units here. So let's give out some attack orders there. All these need to be moving on in. Same with here as well. Let's give out some attack orders. Still currently skirmishing. Mostly against their pikes, which is brilliant. Here come the Macedonians. We're slowly but surely conquering one piece of the Middle East at a time. Okay, they've now routed. So let's maybe give out some attack orders here, so. Okay, we've nearly won up and over here as well. Our cavalry's doing well. But the war with essentially our equivalent of the Persian Empire in this series is underway. Okay, make sure there's... Oh, yeah, like make sure we're actually hitting them. There we go. We should be making quick work of these horsies. Look at this. Oh, they are getting decimated by the Macedonian pikes. Hell yeah. Oh, there's only a mob unit here charging. We should be able to just like charge straight into them. Okay, let's give out some more attack orders here. Maybe even pivot with you slightly. Oh dude, those mob got crushed. Alright, let's circulate back. Alright, let's try and hit our get our skirmishers here. Dude, why are they running? Those eastern archers. They're getting caught here, but maybe swing around on the top. Oh, how can you not swing around that?
The men are wavering.
The men are wavering. It's okay. We'll be fine. Alright, we've won here though. Let's move them on in. Swing around here. Yeah, if we can come down on top of this, we'll be fine. Right, they're moving on in. We might need to start wrapping around here. These guys are kind of skirmishing me a bit. Yeah, maybe... Oh, okay, that's okay. We can't get back around now that we've committed here. Oh, shit. They've actually caught me there. We're going to need some micro maneuvers here. Holy shit. The skirmishers are moving. No, you need to move back. That unit's come back, so that needs to go down here. Alright, we've crushed that. Maybe just try and hit this pocket here. We might be able to cause a rout. My cavalry is just getting absolutely picked apart because we're running into spears and we're getting caught. It's not what I want, ideally. Okay, hopefully this 20% charge bonus is going to bloody turn the tide of it. Alright, there's a bit of a breakage here that we can get out. Alright, let's try and engage some of their other units. Let's go against these hillmen. Should be a nice little engagement. As some hoplites attack some hillmen. There we go. The cavalry is my concern now. Maybe continuing to cycle charge might do it. Dude, we're getting hit here. Send the general around. We're winning here on this flank. Alright, maybe we go in again. Perfect. Why? I gave it an attack order. Why aren't they going? Okay, maybe we go for these pikes now. As long as we don't hit the side of them. Which some of them are. Oh, look at them. The ones that hit there. Okay, now we're a little bit freed here.
Have you command?
The general unit that's here now is smashing them.
Orders. Your orders. Ready.
Because we're not only just facing the army inside, there is a garrison.
Spear infantry ready.
We just have to be mindful of. Alright, swing down here. Make sure this unit up here isn't hitting us. So give an attack order here. We won that there. You swing back around this way. Oh, wow. Oh, we're actually hitting pikes more. Oh, just the way they were facing. I thought they were further around. No, you need to... Why are these orders not going through when I'm giving them command to attack archers? Like, what the hell's going on?
Advance and speed.
And what's even holding here now anyway? Oh, none of them. They're in a retreat.
Your orders.
Looks like just the pike unit. We'll just try and get the skirmishers to hit them then. Once we get the town square under our control, this should change things. Alright, started off okay. Things got a little bit sketchy there, but we're going to claim a close victory in our first engagement against Parthava. What are we coming up against? Eastern Spears. Oh, okay. Well, let's fight this one. This could be our Gargamella. They wanted peace. We refused. They're going to attack us now. Let's fight this one. Finally, I can catch the stream. Welcome, Roberto. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow. They're really coming for us. Yeah, this could be our Gargamella of the series. We definitely need to win this one. We're pretty outnumbered as well. As the might of the Parthavan Empire descend upon us. We have a lot less cavalry, though, than he had. There's a unit coming from here. That's okay. What's the general unit? A pike unit. Yeah, I haven't seen an opportunity to hit them here yet. Let's speed things up slightly. Okay, oh, we're only just getting line of sight on them, but there still might be an opportunity here. Okay, we're currently trading some skirmisher fire, but hopefully we can hold in our defensive pike position. Alright, maybe we try and move into a position here. No, they're going to envelop, they're going to fold here. Maybe hit this, and then we swing here. Okay. Just need to skirmish back and forth. They do have a lot of cavalry here. They are moving Eastern Spearmen in. We'll move further back. Actually, completely redirect and hit this. At Gargamella, the Persians were defending. Well, it's the first time that we've had an open field battle against an Eastern faction, to be fair. That's what I was sort of getting it to. That it could be our Gargamella. Alright, we've hit these slingers though. Because the bridge battle wouldn't have been Gargamella that we fought. Okay, so they're starting to move up now. Our cavalry is doing okay. Just need to watch out for these skirmishers. Dude, why are you moving? You all have skirmisher fire on, like, skirmish mode. Why are you moving up? Okay, that's good. You need to move here. I wanted to get the charge in, which we still will. But we just need to hold a little bit more efficiently. Okay, let's go with an inspire, and I'm actually going to go with a brace here. On the pikes. Okay, my cavalry's not doing the best, but it's... Actually go for these slingers here. Try and neutralize them. They are wrapping slightly, because that's why skirmish mode needs to be on. I do have a unit here to maybe plug a gap. But this is going to be a tough one. Okay. You're doing well here. We seem to be holding them there well. Right, we're going to have to send this hoplite unit to go in and help. Try and skirmish this bit. And if we can lock them down, we might actually be able to swing the general in. Yeah, skirmish this and try and move out the way. Well, maybe we move the general in and try and stop them, because we can't seem to catch them here with these hoplites. So maybe we charge them in the rear. You move back here. They're starting to move around. So, okay, the actually hoplites have made it here. Right, general, you swing this way. Oh no, we got them there. Oh, they're not moving. They need to be. But so far, the Parthavans are splashing upon our pike walls. And they're falling off us like water on rock. Okay, that's one of their pike units. I was like, why is that moved so weirdly? Okay, still skirmishing well here. Let's try and move you back to position again. Let's go back to the front line and drop an inspire and a brace. Did that not activate? Oh, because we're not in range. That hoplite unit needs to move here. Okay, I might just start giving it some attack orders for these skirmishers to increase their efficiency. The auto fire isn't too bad, but I feel like we can get a little bit more out of it if we do it manually. Okay, general unit here. Oh, okay, we're getting attacked here though. We might need to swing around with you. Once again, drop an inspire and a brace, but we can't get up there. We're not close enough. Like, get a bit closer. We might be able to drop it. We might not drop it on the center here, but it's actually happening on this flank. There we go. Winning here. And here. Okay. Yeah, I think skirmishing into this cluster is going to be big. Now, I was going to say, now that we're a little bit more secure, I can risk flanking these skirmishers to get the side and behind skirmisher bonus. I think we can get it. Because that's the thing, you want to try and pivot your skirmishers around where you can, but it's not... Oh, you're getting hit here, actually. It's not... It is a little bit risky. Sometimes it's not necessarily optimal to do so. But... Oh, dude! Poor guy getting stabbed on the ground. Our general's getting pinged here, actually. Alright, try and fire into this. Same with you blokes, like just try and ping into that. Okay, we've won here, so let's advance. Maybe move out of the formation, so you can ascend the battlefield a bit better. Yeah, I don't even know if I do flank with my general, because he's getting smashed. Okay, that's a bit better there. Yeah, hit this unit that's coming close to you, though. Alright, these skirmishers need to flank around here. And then we'll try and hit theirs. Let's drop another brace and an inspire here. Yeah, continue to skirmish them. Oh, yeah, maybe go for their skirmishers now here. Try and make your way like to this way. There we go. And now you're getting kited, but that's okay. Still quite close. But I think we're going to be okay. Yep, there we go. Now just like it doesn't really bother me if like we're not killing that unit. Just getting into this range and making sure that skirmisher mode is activated. That's good. These you can probably advance actually. Maybe even swing to here. Okay, you need to move here. Okay, so they do have some cavalry left. Alright, we're skirmishing this unit, which is cool. Yeah, so it's a little bit of citizen cavalry that caught me there. So that's the risk when you do move out, but it was worth it. Even those couple shots. Right, you need to be moving here. Continue to skirmish into this. Still going to be quite close, but... Oh. Hopefully we can pull the W. There we go. Now you need to get back here now. Or maybe just try and hit those citizen cavalry, then to move. Alright, let's move about here. We've won. Oh no, we haven't won here exactly, but they need to be here. You need to be here. Alright, let's start putting some pressure on these guys. Do I send the general around the back? I don't think I do. But we do definitely fire into this. Right, we won there. You need to move here, so. It's a tough fight. It actually is turning into a little bit of a tough fight, to be fair. Right, there. They might be able to go, though. It's because I just brought too many slingers, but it actually might win me the battle, to be fair. I had a severe lack of thorax swordsmen and pikes and cavalry. Okay, let's just continue to get into this. We might actually be able to hit the general, but he's quite oh no, we go for the general there. We go back here. Try and trade fire with that. But they've got skirmishes of our own, that's the thing. We just got to be careful. Moving through that. Or maybe we go into the skirmishes. Alright, try and ping their general. No, 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 you need to go here. Alright, continue to get my skirmishers to hit this. Because we might be able to snipe their general. So our center is completely buckled. If we can get their general, we might be able to win. Okay, he's wavering now. Alright, that's been crushed. Let's give out some more here. Jesus Christ. Okay, they're wavering, so just maybe to continue. If you're in range, like, try and hit that. Okay, you've been caught. Yeah, hit this unit here then. Far out. They've also brought pikes of their own. Right, move over here. Come back over here quick. Okay. Oh, good, we won. Let's continue to try and run down as many of them as we can. Phew. This army did a lot better than I was expected. This is probably the worst army in the entire Macedonian sort of military forces, to be fair. Holy shit. Move your center. Oh, I eventually did. Alright, we got it in the end. I think that's not too bad of a result, to be honest. Setting's the army. Like, this is still a tier 1 army. We haven't even, like, those tier 2 armies with the thorax, pikemen, and swordsmen aren't this. Yeah, in hindsight, I shouldn't have had this army heading to Mesopotamia to, like, take their capital. Holy shit. Alright. Let's end the battle there. Close victory. I think that's alright, though. Because we also do have a couple of units here as well. So let's play this one, actually. It's been a while since we've had a naval battle. They have been pushed. They have pushed the Kushites out of Egypt. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I was well aware that when we got that alliance sealed. Well, the thing is, we might actually have to wait, because if I'm hitting these right, they're not even off. The boats are going to reverse and actually get out. So we want to wait for them to get out before we move into the bay here. We could maybe break down a piece of wall here. Is that a possibility?
Moving out.
Like if I say, let's target this piece of wall. What, like how hard would it be for us to bring it down? If I'm missing, it's not the best, but like something like that. Like we're getting some shots here. Okay, it's doing a little bit of damage. Maybe I'm better off changing the rounds though. Flammable round. Damage bonus against buildings. No, so we do want the flammable round. Okay, so we actually might be better off to break down a bit of wall and then make our way in here. And set it to some of these choke points, potentially. Okay, so, like I said, the ships are going to disembark and leave from that choke point. So we don't want to move in there and cause a traffic jam. Look at this. That's a really cool shot. Dude, you can put that as your background. Oh my god. The Macedonian Navy has surrounded the Egyptians, and we're going to try and take Alexandria. Look at Alexandria. Look at those obelisks in the background as well. Very cool. Alright, how's this wall offensive going? Okay. Well, let's move into the bay. There we go. Something like that. Alright, we need to speed things up. You will lose if the timer runs out. Look, we'll try and take the settlement with these, but we'll see how we go. We've actually managed to make a breach there, so that's cool. I don't think we make another. I think we move in here. We need to start taking out units. Now that we're getting quite close, we might be able to start taking out arrow towers, so you aim like here. But we basically need as many of these ships to start taking units out as we can. Still try and hit this tower though. But yeah, just try and hit units. That's the optimal thing to do. I might even get a manual shot myself. I way overshot that. That's kind of hard actually. It is bouncing a little bit. Alright, this arrow tower is nearly gone. Alright, just continue to try and hit some of this. They are on auto fire. I don't think we disembark until we need to. WTF, been watching your videos for maybe 6 months, and so I finally caught you live. Oh, thanks, Alan. No, I've only been streaming for 6 days now. Those hour-long videos were pre-recorded, but I'm really enjoying live streaming at the moment, my campaigns, and you guys seem to be supporting it as well. So I'm really keen to continue. I would like to do 2 at the same time, videos and streams, but I haven't found the happy medium in doing both at the moment. I've only got really time for 1. But thanks to you guys, these live streams seem to be really, really working out. It's also way more efficient, I think, for me. Okay, so I got some skirmishes here, because then I don't have to render. I can just put the video up. And I quite like the engagement. I think it's good. Have I ever played Football Manager? Yeah, years and years ago. I haven't played it in a while, though. Okay, we're not taking as many of them out as I would be liking at this point. That might have something to do too, because we just don't have line of sight. Maybe we can just like try and hit some of this. Like that's a wild shot to take. Maybe if I disembark everyone. But we're not taking enough out for me to feel comfortable. Maybe. Oh, hang on. No, maybe we are. That was a pretty nice chunk of them falling here. I don't know if that's enough. Like, try and hit some of these.
Fire on the shore.
Yeah, we just can't see the units because they're in the settlement. Like, try and group this if you can. Like, hit that. Okay, so what do we have at our disposal? 2 units of Royal Peltasts. We have a couple Marines and then some skirmishers. So, it's not probably enough to take Alexandria, but I guess we'll give it a crack. It just depends. I happen to be awake at 2 AM here. Yeah, I do know it's quite late for Europeans. But to get the perfect time for Europeans, I have to be up at bloody graveyard hours. So I do appreciate it. But I don't know, I think gamers sort of have a later sleeping pattern anyway. Alright, we are really hitting them. Actually not too bad here. Now that we've got a bit of line of sight. Or maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we just need to take things slow and move up here. And as we get line of sight, we start hitting them. Because we can't really see. We're just sort of firing into no man's land. Okay, let's just see if we can go and get in. This is going to be a tough one. I don't know if we're going to be able to take Alexandria with just the navy. It's not going to matter. We're going to be able to weaken it up enough for our full stack to come on in. It's going to be pretty ambitious if we do take it. Alright, let's move you in here. Also, just the way it's set up, we can't arc our ballista like incredibly effectively. Okay, now we're starting to see some of them here. A lot of skirmishes. We've made our way into the settlement, and now we're engaging some mob. But now that we can see them, maybe the ballista can be a little bit more useful and helpful. Yeah, I just don't know if they can arc their shot over here. Maybe we're better off... Oh, actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to send some of you guys back. There seems to be a better point here. Oh, that's good. We might be able to hit them there. I didn't realize there was a little bit of a bridge here. Okay, well, let's give out some attack orders. Now they're moving their general here. Let's move my Peltasts into a better position. And my skirmishes as well. Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. I think it's pretty... It's going to be a pretty complicated fight to try and win this one. But to be fair, we're going to be able to create a fair few breaches. So that when the other army comes, we're going to be fine. Let's try and skirmish into this. Yeah, we're making a lot of ways in. Yeah, well, let's just try and get a couple of those naval units around. So if you can get, like... Yeah, something like that. That's what I'm thinking. It just depends a bit this garrison. Alright, there's pikes there. That's kind of insane to be pushing that. So maybe just move back. Maybe send one unit just to hold, and we actually, like, flank super hard. Continue to skirmish on into it and really try and flank around. Oh, no, they're out of pike. Well, now hang on. Like, just really try and get up and around it. Because that's what's going to make us lose if we're not careful. Okay, that's a bit better. Then get into this. Let's speed things up again. There we go. Oh, we got the pikes there. The Egyptian pikes have been completely and utterly surrounded. A bit of a legacy item, I suppose, from the time when Alexander held this. I guess we get these javelinmen to try and hit these archers. Oh, we can't even get up there. Let's just move in. Those ships are going to swing around soon. Let's take this capture point. A little bit of a tricky siege, but we might be able to pull it off. Alright, let's move further into the center capture point. Steel sort of tier our approach. Okay, they're now moving. Oh, now we've got some pikemen here. Still need to get you around. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so they got a fair few there. We kind of want to move them. If we can get into the town square, that actually might be better for us. We don't want to be fighting in here. There's too many buildings and objects stopping us. They just kind of caught us. All right, that's annoying. Well, let's give out some attack orders and then hope for the best. So what's this general unit? Oh, it's only archers. We'll charge into that then. I don't know how well our javelin are going to do against Egyptian archers. But look at this. We're in the city streets of Alexandria. To hopefully try and bring back... Whoops. Why did it go off there? No, it didn't. The reshape was bugging out. We're going to be able to bring back official Macedonian rule. Get rid of the fake Ptolemy and his ancestors here. Alright, let's give out some attack orders here. Just role playing. Relax, chill. We're about to get this under our control. Oh, I don't know if we move the general back there. I think we keep the general here to help on out. Alright, let's try and pivot there. Let's drop an Inspire. Oh, that's under our control. Oh, that general unit's gone. Perfect. Let's swing around here to help. Yeah, I don't know how optimal the ballista have been. Oh, they're now wavering. Try and go into their general unit though now. Dude, there's some pretty cool shots. There's some pretty cool side streets here in Alexandria. And we're going to be able to take it with the navy. Look at that. Look at the architecture of this place. Beautiful. Couple nice screen grabs you can get. Alright. Still not won yet though. Ugh. Oh, we might have lost just by looking at that. No! We might need to disembark the ballista actually. That's annoying. Just to get us over the line. Yeah, god damn it. Maybe move back about here. Wait, what? Oh, they broke. Dude, I thought we were fucked there. We should have been. Close victory. Oh my god. Let's deal with this Egyptian question / problem. Okay, they are going to stand and fight. So what do they got? Okay, thankfully they don't have too many pikes. That's the main concern with something like this. 5-star commander as well. Egyptian infantry, okay. And then we've got our own pikes. Oh, we got thorax swordsmen. We do got a bunch of slingers. Alright, let's fight this one. The first fort battle of the series, I think. Alright, let's just try and skirmish into them. Alright, skirmish some of that. Maybe hit theirs. Yeah, the problem is, do we sit and allow the arrow towers to constantly tick against us while we move our skirmishers up and try and hit them? Or do we bite the bullet and charge early? It's kind of a tough one. I still think we try and skirmish them. Even if our skirmishers get targeted in the process. Like, just try and get multiple firing arcs in. Like, hitting people from multiple sides. Like, you hit that. You hit this. You hit that. You probably get another unit on this side a bit more. If they kind of go here, they get a little bit protected. One of our units is wavering, that's fine. Maybe move you back so we don't lose you fully. But we'll take the hit. But you're getting nearly too close to that tower. And these guys here, it's tough. Alright, try and skirmish into this cluster. Yeah, once you get low, I guess we move you out. But these slingers are expendable. Because it's going to be hard to break through like these pikes. Maybe we try and hit them. And soften them up. I'm nearly happy just to waste some of the skirmisher fire and maybe just fully sacrifice these slingers. Fuck them. We'll get more later. Alright, that's probably enough. Get them super, super low. And then we charge on in. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. But, especially forts in Rome 2, fort battles, I do tend to lose way more casualties than in any other. Alright, let's move on up. Move the skirmishers well back here just to recover. And we'll move my general up as well, just to give some morale. I'm going to keep my cavalry here, nearby. If we somehow see a gap, we might charge up and on through. But here comes the Macedonian charge. We will have a skirmisher volley with the peeler. Alright, I'll see you next stream and go to bed. It's 12:30. Alright, good night, Jason. Good night, sweet dreams. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Try to burn the two front walls. Can't. Got no flammable stuff. Like even the thorax swordsmen don't even have the ammunition to do so. We're just going to have to force it and see if we can pull it off. But this is nearly one of those. If we don't win this is nearly one of those that you just don't attack them in. They're in such a superior position. Okay, so is there a lack of swordsmen somewhere so we can pivot? So that's all spears. We can't put the cavalry there. If we can win this engagement on those pikes, we might be able to wrap the cavalry around. Yeah, there's just too many there. So we'll make sure we've got attack orders out. But I don't know if we're going to be able to push on through. Let's just speed things up. It's going to be tough. It is literally just going to be if we can do it with tier 2 units. Like, we do have thorax pikemen and swordsmen, which are very heavy infantry, but this might just be a GG, fellas. Like, I don't know how we're going to push on through. It's going to be tough. We might be able to get the general here. Oh, you go for that. Oh, there's only a Numidian spear here. Oh, hang on, we're going to go for this then. Get in here. This might be the opportunity. Because they are nowhere near as heavily armoured as their Egyptian counterpart. This might be the point to get in. And then if we can get the cavalry in, we win. Like, seriously. We might be able to, and then we can hit these guys from behind and we've won. But getting all these guys to focus on us here doesn't allow the cavalry to come on in. And these are Thessalian as well. They are heavy shock cavalry, so they are going to be a bit better. Just try and get them in. Like, just keep on trying to move in. There we go. There we go. We're around. We're in. We're in. Charge. Give them hell. Give them the fury of Achilles. And once they're in, we can start wrapping around. And as we've got that 20% charge bonus. Boom, look at this. There we go. Dude, the Numidians like literally lost it for him then. Dude, if we didn't get through that point, I don't think we win. Like, legitimately, look at this, we're in now. We've won. Boom. Once again, the Macedonian cavalry, the beautiful motherfuckers, won. Close victory. Yeah, I think so. Let's fight this one. Even though we're more favoured to win, it will be a little bit difficult with, but a cool looking settlement. as we continue to conquer more eastern provinces for the Macedonians. Yeah, I don't know how effective these guys are going to be skirmishing. Oh, especially if you open the gate like that. That's a bit better, though.
The men are wavering.
The men are wavering. Oh, hang on. Can we go here? No, we can't attack them. Technically. Or are they coming out now? They are now. Right, let's give out some attack orders. They aren't going to charge out, are they? We'll fire it. Get all the skirmishers to fire into that if you can. If they're going to come out like that. We've got Macedonian pikes trying to make their way up onto the walls. My god. And some are actually making their way there. Oh, nice. Nice stab through the chest. Macedonian commanders ripping through them as well. We've won there. Perfect. Let's continue on. Yeah, they decided to move out some of their cavalry, which is interesting. So you're right. So the cavalry can actually try and burn down the gate, which is interesting. Just chilling because it's a raining day. Yeah, it's cold as shit here, to be fair.
This is a shameful display.
Kind of a chill day. Alright, let's move these skirmishers around again. We can't get the can't somehow get the cavalry in, can we? Maybe baiting the skirmishers can get them in. Alright. Let's move into the town square here. Well, one of the capture points here before we make it to the town square. Alright, coming up against some pikemen. If we can get around them, we'll be fine. Seems like they're putting a lot of military pressure on this side. For glory, yep, for the glory of Macedon. Oh my god, that guy just got a javelin to the head. Oh my god, why are they so close? They're just sitting there watching. We should be fighting them. If they flee back into the settlement, we should really give chase. But they're not. Our cavalry's getting shredded here now. The general's fine. You need to be rotating. There we go. And try and surround those pikemen. Well, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to win this one. This is going to be tight. Yeah, I just don't know if we got enough. We just didn't have enough infantry, like legitimately. Oh, we won that there though. If we can get this under our control, we might be able to turn the tide. Where's the other capture point here? Especially without siege equipment. Oh, there we go, that's a bit better. Some have recovered. We've still got a unit here fresh though. We might just sit back and try and skirmish them a bit. We're winning here though. Is there a unit back here? That's what I want to know. If we can somehow hide away from those towers, we'll be fine. Move the general unit up, that might actually help. Well, if we can get this, it's only 150 seconds before they capitulate. Right, move into a phalanx. Just to protect from some of that missile fire. We do have a spare pike unit, which we've kept in reserve fresh, so we can move them up. And maybe we can drop some of this brace and leadership stuff. I think we hold you here. 80 seconds. And we'll be able to claim a victory. But that was a tight one. Yeah, if we had like 1 or 2 less infantry, I don't know if we would have been able to win that. But another settlement named Alexander, after his name, will be added to the collection. A costly victory. Hell yeah. Carpus deployed 2,000, lost 1,000. It was a Pyrrhic one as well. Yeah, in hindsight, really should have auto-resolved that. It gave us way better odds. And sometimes happens in Total War. Alright, well, let's have the Siege of Bactria. And have the Macedonians siege it. Let's go. Alright, we're going to liberate Bactria. We're going to take their core juicy capital while still having their surrounding states of vassalship, but Bactria will fall to the Macedonians here today. Wow, dude, we've fallen. We've gone so far east. I like the city layout. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's what I was thinking. Like, look at that, very, very defendable. I'm assuming that's Athena. I could be wrong. But it looks kind of like her. Alright, let's try and get the torches to burn down that gateway. Getting a little bit of an angle here. And the hoplites are slowly but surely moving up. I want to hold this unit, that's what I want. Why is it doing there? No. Why is this not working? I want the shot of them going up. So, that's it. This is the one. You press insert on your keyboard and you get this like really cool cinematic shot. As the brave men from Macedon have gone all the way through Greece, over the Hellespont, through Asia, and are now in the beautiful, blazing lands of Bactria. Oh, what a gloriful sight. I'd say Athena or maybe Hera. Yeah, that's a good shout. It could be Zeus's wife. Alright, we've managed to capitulate the mob there. But the hoplites are on the walls. Why they've moved out, really? We'll get the skirmishers to hit them. How well are we going over here? Oh, that's actually significant fire damage there. Alright, some of these hoplites have made their way off the walls. Oh, dude, these got shredded. Oh, fuck, they overextended because they weren't together. Alright, gate has been really damaged here, so let's move into the town square. Let's move our cavalry in as well. From this flanking position. And now that we're in, we can just give out some attack orders. Oh, dude, that's actually perfect. We're really hitting them there. Look at that. That's a really clean shot. The hoplites are pushing and holding them there and progressing them off the wall. Look at this. They're actually getting the angle. Not often do the slingers actually get a clean shot like that, but the way they're arcing it is actually perfect. That's a really critical hit. Incredibly effective. Alright. So let's cap this. Dude, why did so many of them get caught there? Oh! There's a pike unit here. Shit. We don't want to send the cavalry up there too crazily. Alright, let's move our general in. Just to give an inspire and a brace if we can. Alright, let's swing our cavalry over here just to help out. But we are going to win this siege here today, so it's only a matter of time. So let's speed things up slightly. Just lagged there for a second. I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was the game or the stream. I don't think it was the stream, actually. Okay, let's move on in. Alright. And there are a couple units here that are actually alive in the settlement. Alright, it's only a spear unit. But try and move away from it. If we get a good charge in, we might be okay. Alright, let's get stuck into the general unit. Oh, we're getting a little bit surrounded here, but it's going to be no matter. Just need to move. There we go. Alright, get the cavalry over and up here to help. Oh, the general unit's about to capitulate. And then they're gone. Boom. Close victory, I'll take that. Not a bad one in the end. We've completed our main objective to rebuild and reforge Alexander the Great's empire.